I thank you all for being here. I am Cynthia Burns. I am the very, very proud principal of Brockton High, the best high school in Massachusetts, bar none. So welcome to you all. Let's give us all a big round of applause and get our energy up here. This year, it's been well documented, we've had our struggles for sure. But I will say that in the last couple of weeks, I have been to more ceremonies that have recognized the incredible accomplishments of our students, from sports to the classical and modern language, honor society induction, students being recognized for their achievements in healthcare. I mean, it runs the gamut. So anything that you could possibly think of is here at Brockton High School for our students. And throughout all of maybe the turmoil that we've had this year, one thing has been a constant. It has been the students. It has been how positive they are, how they kept going, how they persevere, how they are so resilient. And that is really, honestly, what keeps all of us in administration, the teachers, everybody going. Was we knew that we had the best students here and that we were going to put forward our best effort to make sure that they got everything that they needed. And boy, did they. I mean, I am telling you, the senior class, the class of 2022, without any doubt, these are the group of kids that took this school and said, no, Brockton High is my school. Brockton High is what I'm going to make it. And that's a credit to the parents in the audience, because thank you. You gave us some great kids to work with. And they really took it on themselves to tell the younger kids, no, a boxer doesn't act that way. We have pride. We have pride in our school. And if you can focus on school, and if you can take advantage of everything that is here for you, you will go far. So today we're here to recognize some students that really embody that. I will say that when things are not great, when things were not positive, they shone through. So here's my advice to all of you students who are sitting out here. Right? The way that we deal with negativity is we express gratitude. Right? When we show gratitude to your parents, to your teachers, to each other, that is the positive light that goes out into the world. That is what makes change. So we have students here today who are getting awards in math, in social studies, in business, career, and technical education. You name it, the department heads are going to get up and explain what all those awards are about. For you guys, for you students sitting out here, right? The teachers here that worked with you, be grateful, right? Send them a little emails. Let them know, hey, thank you for what you did for me. But don't forget those teachers you had in middle school, those teachers you had in elementary school, right? Maybe that first person when you picked up your trumpet and helped you play music, the first person that encouraged you to sing, the first person that maybe helped you when you had a little struggle in math, and then you found it, then the light went on and you're like, hey, I can do math, right? The person that encouraged you to write that poem or to do that artwork that you see around our building, right? Send a little email to that teacher, because I'm going to bet you right now that they need to hear from you, right? And you send that gratitude out into the world, right? If you were inducted into the Foreign Language Honor Society, send an email to that first person that taught you Spanish, right? Send an email to that first person that, really encouraged you. Remember them. Remember when you were in kindergarten, and your parents probably are remembering it right now, right? You were maybe scared, right? You're going off into kindergarten and you're leaving your parents for the first time, right? Shoot that kindergarten teacher an email, because they would love to hear from you, right? That transitional point when you're, leaving 5th grade and getting ready to go to grade 6, right? Those middle school teachers that worked through that incredibly change, that you went through in those years. Talk to them, right? Send them out a positive message, because that's what we need, because you guys did that all year for us. You were the ones that gave us those positive messages of, we love our school. We want our school to be this way. You actually demanded it. You said, I don't want to be known for this stuff that's going out into the news. We want to be known because we win awards. We want to be known because we're incredible athletes and scholars, and we're getting scholarships, and we're being accepted to the most prestigious colleges and universities across this country. You represent the very best of Brockton. Thank you for your time here, because I'm going to express some gratitude right back. I want to thank you for what you did here. I want to thank your parents for letting us borrow you for the time that you had here, right? I'm sure they're now, they're thinking about, when they left you off at kindergarten. Now they're letting you go to college, right? So be thankful to them, say thank you, because this is a big, big deal for them. Thank your teachers, right? I personally want to thank all of the department heads that worked so hard with each and every one of you to make sure that your academics were top-notch, right? The curriculum that you had, the resources that you had, all of those things came from the hard work of people that you don't always see each and every day. So I want to acknowledge right now, we have a school committee men here with us today. So Mr. Tim Sullivan is going to come up and say a few words of congratulations. Mr. Sullivan?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Tim Sullivan from Ward 7 in Brockton. Ward 7 is down Oak Street and up to the A1 line in Brockton. We call it the Park and Lake region. I have 800 acres of land with no people at DW Field Park, and then I have another 100 acres at Westgate Mall with no people. But it's a real nice ward. I just wanted to come here today to congratulate everybody here. You people are the next generation of leaders. I'm on the school committee now, but it's going to be your job to take the school committee later, to become teachers, to become the mayor, city councilors. That's for you. And I'm proud to be here. This is probably the best time of the year with all the things going on. I'm looking at, I figured about 24 awards are being handed out today, and it's just a real great thing. This year and last year has been just outstanding with the pandemic, having to go remote. Mike Thomas, the superintendent, has said many a time, all our teachers went to college and were taught how to teach, but not one of them were taught how to teach remote. And you guys all came through it. You're going to receive your awards, and I'm real proud to be here and to see it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. So I now have the privilege of awarding the first award today. It is the Principal's Leadership Award. And the person getting this award has exemplified leadership, a model for every student coming after, and a true right hand in terms of working with me, the administrative team, representing all of Brockton High, all of the students on the school committee as the student representative to the school committee. But her contribution goes so much further than that. I have to say, and again, I get a little emotional here almost, because even in those dark moments where, oh my goodness, what's going on at this school? This student would be a light of fresh air, would get on the announcements and just be so positive, really took it on herself, along with another group, a part of a group called Senior Voices, who met with the superintendent. And they were the ones that said, hey, you know what? This school is great. This school has a lot to offer. And they took it on themselves to really develop a presentation for the younger students. So when they showed me what they were going to do, and they're going to put this presentation out and they're going to deliver it to the 9th graders next week, all of the things at Brockton High. So it really allowed me as the principal to see the school from the point of view of a student and what the great things are to offer. And it inspired me as a leader to kind of make sure that every student had that opportunity, that every student heard those positive things. So every morning, pretty much, you've all heard me out there talking about, you know, a great positive thing happening in Brockton High. I'll tell you honestly, some days there weren't. One day I had to announce that a group was growing kale, right? I'm not kidding you, right? There's kale being grown in the garden. But you know what? We found positive about that because students engaged with it. And then as the year went on, there were more and more positive things each and every day. So that's a function of schools that have good, strong student leadership. So it is my privilege today to award the Principal's Leadership Award to Ellen Aristamayan. Well, Ellen, come on up. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to award by house. So each house has an award to give. So I'm going to call up the Greenhouse Dean, Mr. Andrew Donovan, who's going to present the Greenhouse Award.
Thank you, Ms. Burns. You stole my student, first off. Thank you. Welcome, parents, families and friends. Today's celebration is one of our favorite events, as Ms. Burns was just saying. We get to celebrate the accomplishments of some of our best and brightest, so this is a really good day. Each year, a little intro to the Dean's Award, which the 4 deans are going to present. Each year, the 4 deans from all 4 houses give the Dean's Award to a graduating senior who demonstrates good character, scholarship, and service to their community. In simpler terms, we give this to one of our most awesome students. And today, it's the Ellen Show. Today, it's my pleasure to honor one of the finest people you will find here at Brockton High. One we have certainly heard more from than any other. That's a morning announcement joke. This year's recipient of the Green Dean's Award is Miss Ellen Arustamian. Come on up. Academically, Ellen has performed stellar during her 4 years. She's worked extremely hard at Brockton High School, and that's demonstrated by her amazing 4.86 GPA. Couple points lower than mine. Ellen is graduating with a prestigious full baccalaureate, international baccalaureate diploma, and is ranked as one of the top 10 students in all of the school, and tied for number 2 in the greenhouse. Great job, Ellen. She's been involved in a variety of organizations and activities while at the high school. Athletically, she has swum every year for the varsity team. She's been a member of the law and debate and journalism clubs, and has been a writer and sports editor for the Boxer Voice, which is our high school newspaper. Ellen has also worked as a swim instructor, a student tutor, and a student mentor, giving back to the community. And she has also, as Ms. Burns mentioned, worked with Superintendent Thomas as a member of the Student Planning Committee, and has had the honor of being selected as the sole student representative for the school committee, which means Ellen was lucky enough to spend countless hours attending those fun-filled meetings, diligently working to make sure that our student voices are heard. Ellen's robust resume and charming personality are certain to make her family, who I hope are here, all proud. That family emigrated here not too long ago, back in 2014 from Armenia. Pretty amazing. Although we are sad to see Ellen, our time with Ellen here at Brockton High coming to an end, we're very excited about what's next for you, Ellen. Next stop will be sunny Malibu, California, where Ellen will be attending Pepperdine University to begin her studies in political science. Little interesting fact, Ellen was inspired by her dad, and she hopes to one day become a lawyer just like her father was back in Armenia. Once again, please join me in congratulating Ellen Arustamian as this year's Green Deeds winner. And now I'd like to introduce Dean Shula Montero to present the Red Dean.
Good morning. Would you please welcome up to the podium Ms. Millie Van, who is the Red House recipient of the Dean's Award. So you know how we all have that person who you can count on for everything? So for the Red House, for Mr. Garsha and me, it's Millie Van. Throughout the school year, whenever Mr. Garsha or I needed something, we knew we could count on you, Millie, so thank you. She has helped us countless times. In addition to being reliable, she is academically successful here at BHS. She earned highest honor roll every year that she was here at Brockton High. Millie has especially distinguished herself in our Certified Nursing Assistant program, as she selected to participate in our Health Assistantship Externship course, which promotes her to teacher assistant in CNA classes. This assistantship is given only to the top students in the program. Millie will be completing the BHS CNA program this month, and she will be eligible to receive her CNA license. Millie's intellectual pursuits and her passion for the medical field were also demonstrated as she participated as a junior volunteer at Brockton Signature Health. She participated in the virtual pre-health job shadowing program, and she participated in the BU Summer Preview program. Millie plans to continue on in this field as she has been accepted into UMass Boston's rigorous nursing program. Millie has also been a leader in the class of 2022. She served as a member of the Brockton Mayor's Youth Council and the Brockton Youth Task Force, where she worked to improve social justice, inclusion, and mental health issues for our students during the pandemic. As a result, she was awarded a Community Service Certificate of Recognition for volunteering over 200 hours. None of this is a surprise, as she credits her parents with instilling her value of hard work and getting a good education. In addition, Millie also reports that she draws inspiration from her siblings, who are also college students. So before I began writing this, I asked Millie to come to my office and brag about herself, but she is too humble, so she left me with a fun fact. She said when she was at West Middle School, she started the Kindness Club to combat bullying. She was even able to get former Patriot player Malcolm Butler to speak to the members of her club. And so I'm sure the creativity, drive, and leadership it took to create the club will make her an influential future leader here in Brockton. And these are just some of the reasons that she was chosen to be our recipient of the Red House Dean's Award. I had so much more to say, but they made me pare it down. So please congratulate Millie Van. Well done. Of course. Thank you. I'd like to welcome up the Dean of the Azure Building, Ms. Elaine Alves.
Thank you. Good morning. The recipient from the Azure House receiving the Dean's Award is Elise Rocha. Elise, would you please join me at the podium? Elise was born in Cabo Verde. Her mother emigrated to the United States when she was 6 years old, and Elise remained with her maternal aunt in Cabo Verde until she was in junior high. When Elise arrived in the United States, she was placed in the bilingual program. Elise recounts that she had difficulty learning the English language when she arrived in Brockton. Then her family moved to the north side of Brockton, and she began attending North Junior High. When Elise came to Brockton High School, she excelled in her studies. Elise started in college prep level courses. In her sophomore year, she progressed to college prep advanced level courses. By her junior and her senior years, she was taking honors and international baccalaureate college level courses. During all her 4 years at Brockton High School, Elise maintained honor roll. As a result of her drive, she has garnered acceptance into the Classical and Modern Languages Honor Society. This driven student is also known for her co-curricular accomplishments. Elise has been a success at Brockton High School mentor, where she welcomes newly entered students from Cabo Verde and leads group discussions about transitioning to school in the United States and Brockton High School policies. Elise is also a boxer-to-boxer peer mentor with Ms. Gomes, where she tutors students in class. Elise is also involved with her faith-based community at St. Edith Stein, where she assists with CCD classes and volunteers in the food pantry. When I asked Elise who she would like to thank for assisting her in her educational journey, she said, Ms. DeFaria, and my parents. Elise said, Ms. DeFaria kept me informed of all the educational opportunities that are offered at Brockton High School, encouraged me to take honors level and IB level courses. Additionally, Elise's parents motivated her every day about education. She said, they would always tell me that my education is the one thing that no one could take away from me. Elise has received a scholarship from the Thorny League Club. Additionally, Elise has received a great financial package from the University of Massachusetts at Boston, which she plans to attend in the fall. Elise will be majoring in economics. Congratulations, Elise. We are so very proud of you. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Ahern, the Dean of the Yellow Building.
Okay, good morning. It is with great pride that I introduce this year's Dean Award recipient and scholar from the Yellow Building, Mr. Mamadou Chamo. Mamadou can best be described as dedicated, independent, and a leader. Mamadou is always challenging himself academically, athletically, and in service of his community. Mamadou enrolled in Brockton Public Schools as a 7th grader in 2016 after arriving in the U.S. from Guinea-Bissau in West Africa. Arriving with his mother and sister, he was excited to come to the United States for the opportunities it would afford him. Already proficient in 4 languages from his native country, it would only take Mamadou roughly 3 months to become proficient in conversational English. His linguistic intelligence and skills proved to be an asset to quickly assimilate to the rigorous demands leading to academic proficiency. During the summer between his 7th and 8th grade year, Mamadou was selected to attend the Bridge Partnership Program, a 2-week program at Bridgewater State University where he stayed on campus and participated in classes preparing him for the future success taught by current BSU professors. It was during this summer that he decided he wanted to become a pilot after taking part in the aviation program that was offered. We will talk more about this later. The next summer, he was selected to participate in the YMCA leadership program, preparing him to be a leader for himself and his community. Once at Brockton High School, Mamadou didn't waste time in becoming part of the community. As a scholar, he participated in rigorous coursework leading up to IB and AP courses. He participated in the JROTC program, where he attained the rank of captain, and as the S6, he was in charge of maintaining the computers of the command. Through the JROTC program, he was selected to participate in the prestigious Bay State Games at Stonehill College, a program where many politicians and influential leaders begin their journey. He is a member of the National Honor Society, peer mediators, and a senior voice. Athletically, Mamadou participated and excelled in both cross-country and track and field. He was a 2-time Captain's Award winner, 3-time All-Scholastic, and this year his team placed 3rd in nationals. He participated in the TB12 program and received a scholarship. Mamadou will be the focus of a documentary that features the TB12 program in school. Oh, and one more thing. He is the senior class president. So if anyone says they don't have time for something, I think Mamadou can probably show you how to better manage your time. As a scholar going forward, Mamadou has decided to take his talents to the University of Massachusetts Lowell, where he plans to major in political science and aeronautical studies. As I mentioned at the beginning, Mamadou wants to become a pilot. He is currently making his dream come true. He has his student's pilot license already, and he is part of the Civil Air Patrol and is currently seeking a YMCA Above the Clouds scholarship to pay for the expensive cost of the flight school. So if you know anyone who has some extra money, I'm sure Mamadou would like the help. He's about halfway through, so there is a discount. He has already been networking in the field of aviation and is currently working at the airport as a passenger service agent. Not quite sure what that is, but I'm sure it's important, and Mamadou's command of languages is probably a valuable asset. Mamadou's biggest influence has been his mom. Everything he does for her. She is his inspiration. She has supported him and sacrificed so much, from providing private school in Guinea-Bissau to making the move to the United States. I want to say, Mom, you've made a great investment in your son. Mamadou is thankful to Brockton Public Schools for the opportunities that were provided him. He hopes to one day give back to the city of Brockton and provide opportunities to future students. Mamadou, you will achieve greatness, and I believe you will change the world for better. Please join me in congratulating Mamadou Chamo, the class of 2022 Yellow House Dean Award recipient and a true superstar. Okay, at this time, I'd like to welcome Ms. Jean Foley, Math Department Head, to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. I am thrilled to honor two students for their exceptional performance in math classes. The only thing I'm saddened by today is I never had either of these students in my own math class. So I'm relying on the words of their teachers. So is Alex here? Come on up, Alex. This is Alex Dos Santos, and these are the words of his AP Calculus teacher, Michelle Kim. Alex Dos Santos is a student who is naturally intelligent in math. What is impressive about him is that not only is he a natural, but he works very hard to understand math concepts. It was no surprise when he scored the highest on the AP mock exam. You did. Did you know that? Oops. In his AP Calculus BC class, he collaborated with his peers in a respectful manner and was a leader in group discussions, taking time to explain the concepts and difficult examples to his peers. His thoughtful, respectful questions often sparked the classroom discussions. I am lucky to have had Alex in my math class, and I have no doubt that he will do well in college. I can't wait to see what the future holds for this talented young man. So our first math award winner is Alex Dos Santos. And now I'm like to present Elise Watt. Good morning. Whoops. These are the words of Juliet Haddad, who has been Elise's teacher for the past 2 years. I had the pleasure of knowing Elise Watt as a student in the IB Applications and Interpretations HL level class. She impressed me with her ability to grasp difficult concepts and her eagerness for learning. She is a dedicated student whose ability and motivation will serve her well in college and beyond. She has an excellent study habit, which made her perform well in all aspects of class. Her caring nature and personality allowed her to work well with others and be a team leader. I am certain that Elise is going to continue to do great in the future. So congratulations, Elise Watt. For you? A little something. Congratulations. And up next with the Science Award is Associate Principal Carrie Kopp.
Good morning. My name is Carrie Kopp. I'm the Associate Principal here for Curriculum and Instruction, and it is my pleasure to, first of all, congratulate all of you here. This is really what I am the most invested in here in the work at Brockton High School is about what's happening in the classroom, and you are all just exemplary, wonderful examples of what it is, all the greatness that is happening here at Brockton High School. So congratulations to all of you. I'm very proud to be here today. When Dr. Mangus had reached out to me and said, could you present this award to this student, I said, absolutely. If I could ask Christian Nichols to come join me here on stage, please. Whichever you like, wherever you like. I just have to say that prior to this role, I was the dean in the Red House, and I have had the great opportunity to know Christian since he started here at Brockton High School in that role. So it was my pleasure to present to Christian Nichols the Academic Excellence in Science Award. So congratulations, and I have a few words I'd like to share. Throughout his high school career, Christian has actively sought out opportunities to engage in the process of doing science. Perhaps the pinnacle of these was earning a spot in the ISEF, Regional International Science and Engineering Fair last year. His project, identifying invertebrate fossils in the field of using machine learning with a novel, 3D augmentation approach, married an important problem in paleontology with computer science. Right, exactly. The use of new technologies to address a fundamental problem demonstrated the curiosity and vision to drive the field forward. In nominating him for the award, his AP Physics teacher, Mr. Y, described him as passionate about science with a particular love for discussing science theory, and that these characteristics set him apart from his peers. Now, I would say to you that that's one piece of Christian, but if you were to get to know him, you would also know that he is the nicest boy, young man that you could come across, and he is so unassuming in his knowledge. He is one of the smartest young people I've come across in my career. And just so you know the magnitude of what he has been able to achieve in a really short period of time, he will leave us this summer and go to Stanford for 4 years, fully paid for. And continue to explore his love of science. And he has received accolade after accolade this year in the area of science, and it's overwhelming to me just as someone who's got the opportunity to know him, but it also is just so inspiring for people to come, kids who come through here, but also he's going to be a person you're going to see out in the future who is going to do amazing, amazing things. So just know that he came from Brockton High School, and he's going to go on to greatness. He's already great, but he's going to grow and be even better and better. So it is my pleasure to award you the Academic Excellence in Science Award. I wish you great success, and Stanford couldn't be luckier to have you. Congratulations. And it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Nicole McLaren to present the English Department Award.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the English Department, I'm here today to recognize Matthew Motley. Matthew, if you're here, you can come up. Two of Matthew's previous teachers, Mrs. Rose and Mr. Stavros, described Matthew as quiet, humble, good-natured, positive, and hardworking. Mr. Kaprinsky, in his nomination, talked about his admiration for Matthew as a thinker and a writer. Outstanding grades in English aside, in his writing, Matthew is insightful and creative. Mr. Kaprinsky used the word adaptability to discuss how, over the school year, Matthew has developed confidence in his writer's voice, culminating in a research project on the book 1984, in which he critically examined why people are so willing to accept propaganda from a biological and psychological perspective. And while I didn't get an opportunity to read the paper, I'm very impressed by the topic. We think of English class as reading literature and writing essays. And as much as it can be about those things, it's really about the art of language, being able to read the world in books and poems and articles, and use words to describe the world and our place in it. A good teacher recognizes that we have much we can learn from students by having people like Matthew as a part of the classroom community. Matthew, you and your peers here today and your classmates are brilliant. You're brilliant because you are a Brockton boxer. And I hope that you continue to share your brilliance with the people you meet at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. They are lucky to have you. So congratulations to Matthew Motley, the 2022 recipient of the Rosemary Corey Academic Excellence in English Award. Let me just give you. Congratulations. You're welcome. And it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium Mrs. Stephanie Landerholm, the Social Science Department Head.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Stephanie Landerholm, and on behalf of my department, I'm honored to introduce Ms. Isabella Abraham as the recipient of the Social Science Department Award for Excellence in English. I hope you like flowers. And yellow. So Isabella's academic career at Brockton High has been nothing short of spectacular. Since her freshman year, Isabella has been enrolled at the honors level in all her classes and has challenged herself academically by selecting increasingly rigorous courses throughout the years. She has earned A's in not only all her history classes, but almost every single class taken throughout her 4 years at Brockton High School. With regards to the social sciences, Isabella has excelled over the past 2 years in AP US History, AP World History, and College Psychology. No easy feat as we emerge from the after effects of the pandemic. In planning for today's celebration, I spoke with some of Isabella's former teachers. Mr. Miller shared, like any great storyteller, Isabella has a distinct ability to take the complicated and confusing facts of the past and distill them into creative and well-crafted arguments. She's a great student of history and the social science and is beyond deserving of this award. Mr. Connolly also shared, Isabella has been an invaluable member of our class. She's naturally intelligent, yes, yet also extremely hardworking. She participates frequently and works collaboratively with her peers. Isabella not only has a great sense of humor, but is also willing to call me out on my jokes when they are not funny. I think that's my favorite part. I'm very fortunate to have had Isabella in class this year and hope nothing but the best for her future. Isabella will be taking her talents to Regis College next year to study psychology. I speak for all of us here at BHS when I say that we can't wait to see what this next chapter has in store for you. Please join me in congratulating Isabella Abraham as this year's recipient of the Social Science. Are you a hugger or a pounder? Okay. Good job. Congratulations. And now I'd like to call Ms. Rachel Umbriana, Classical and Modern Language Department Head.
Good morning. Each year, the Classical and Modern Language Department recognizes students for academic excellence and leadership. We had such an amazing group of seniors this year, I wanted to make sure all 3 of our offered languages were represented. So I'd like to start by calling up Ronique Brown, please. Ronique Brown studies Mandarin Chinese and is being recognized for her academic excellence. Her Mandarin studies in Brockton began in grade 6 at the Plouffe, and she's ending her Brockton language studies in IB Chinese. Ronique has maintained high A's in all of her Mandarin Chinese classes, earning straight A+ in IB Chinese this year. She's spent time this year presenting at the AP and IB information session and has been vocal about promoting Mandarin Chinese studies. Ronique will be attending Boston College this fall to study nursing. Congratulations. Congratulations. Next, I would like to call up Millie Van. Millie Van studies Latin, and she's being recognized for her academic excellence. Her Latin studies in Brockton began at West Middle School, where she was receiving National Latin Awards by the end of grade 8. Millie's maintained straight A+ in all of her Latin classes and is ending her Brockton Latin studies in IB Latin. Millie will be attending UMass Boston in the fall to study nursing and hopes to return to work in the city of Brockton after graduating. Congratulations. Congratulations. And last but not least, I'd like to call Ellen Arustamian up. Again. Ellen studies Spanish and is being recognized for her leadership. She's been active in the Classical and Modern Language Honor Society, running many of our events, and has also been active in LASSO this year. Ellen received the Seal of Biliteracy in Russian, is also highly proficient in Spanish, beginning her Spanish studies in grade 7 at Plouffe and ending her Brockton language studies in IB Spanish. Ms. Tillis says about Ellen, she's the friend everyone wants to have and everyone wishes they had. She's kind, caring, attentive, and loving. She goes the extra mile to make you smile while always having a smile on her face. She has a drive that is particularly infectious to anyone that meets her, and I'm sure she'll be an inspiration to many. As you heard, Ellen will be attending Pepperdine in California to study political science and wants to be an attorney. Congratulations. And I'm happy to welcome Ms. Honorina Harris up to present the Bilingual Department Awards.
Good morning, everyone. Sometimes I forget my name is Honorina. I'm so used to Nori that I have to think it's to me. It's my great pleasure to be here today to recognize and celebrate the accomplishment of 2 phenomenal high-achieving students from the bilingual department. I would like to call Janine DePina. We are celebrating Janine, a highly intelligent, caring individual who didn't cease to impress her teachers and classmates with her academic abilities. Janine is quick to offer help when it's needed. We are so proud of her, and congratulations once again on your accomplishments. Thank you. I would like to call Clediana Font. Clediana. Another outstanding student I would like to recognize and celebrate today is Clediana Font. Clediana has demonstrated she's a true leader, a hard worker, a helper, and a friend to all. She offers help when she's called upon. She loves to learn, and I predict that she will have a great future. Okay, Claudia. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Ms. Shepherd of the Guidance Department.
Good morning. I'd like to present today the Guidance Department Award, the Richard Pyries Guidance Award to Elisangela de Fonseca. Would you come up? Elisangela is with Mrs. Origi over in the VCE department, and throughout her 4 years at Brockton High School, Elisangela has consistently challenged herself academically and taken many honors level classes, as well as dual enrollment college level courses. She is driven and proven to be a wonderful self-advocate. Teachers describe her as creative, cooperative, and responsible. Mrs. Origi has also noticed that Elisangela is patient, kind, and has perseverance. In addition to her rigorous course load, Elisangela participates in many extracurricular activities. A few examples include serving as ambassador for the school's vocational and career education program, actively participating in the school's Cape Verdean Club, and becoming a member of the Upward Bound program. Outside of school, she is involved at her church, at the Kids Connect program at the Y, and she has also worked at Wendy's and the BHS print shop, all while managing her studies. So we would like to highlight Elisangela's love of learning. She has always been faithful to her studies, and she's a serious student that understands the power of education and the importance of meeting her future goals. And she's off to study business at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Congratulations, Elisangela. It's an extra award. Extra award. Congratulations. And I'd like to introduce Sergeant Dana Clark from JROTC.
Oh, good morning, everybody. I'm here to present the JROTC award. It's going to be presented to B.J. Allen. It's the Captain Allen Pomamo Leadership Award. Congratulations. B.J., what can I say about B.J.? B.J. joined the JROTC as a freshman. That first day he came into class, couldn't get him to say like 3 words, wouldn't say anything, quiet. 4 years later, totally different person. Outstanding leadership. Anytime we needed BJ, he was there. He held a couple of positions within the battalion that were very important. His last position was the S3 where he actually planned the operations, the things that go on within the battalion, he helped plan and conduct it. Okay. BJ, I'm going to miss you. All right. What else can I say about him? There's so much you can say about a person, and I don't want to embarrass him. But after he graduates, BJ will be joining the U.S. Army. Will be serving his country. Thank you. Congratulations. Next, I would like to have Neil, Stephanie Josephs come up, please. Now, what can I say about Stephanie? I usually would say she's one of my favorite students, but if I do that, I'm gonna have like 200 other 80 kids kind of pissed off at me. But what I will tell you, Stephanie's been a great person. She's done an outstanding job in the battalion. And once she graduates from here, she plans on going on to nursing school to become a nurse. And she's gonna be receiving the Corporal Donald E. Fisher Award. It's well deserved. Thank you. I would like to have the music department come up, please. Mr. Michael Smith.
Good morning. Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. I'd like to recognize 2 students today that exemplify and embody the spirit of music and all that it delivers to the human soul. First recipient of the Band Excellence Award is being presented to Melina Davis. Melina is a senior bass trombonist who participated in many of the instrumental ensembles here at Brockton High School. She was an active member of the concert band, advanced concert band, senior jazz band, musical pit orchestra, marching band, and the pep band. She held many student leadership positions and has always set the standard for responsibility and commitment. Congratulations to Melina. I think that's you. Check it. Check it. That's you. The next award is being presented, the Choral Music Award, being presented to Khalil Callender. In the words of Mr. Cunningham, Khalil has been a dedicated and devoted 4-year member of the Brockton High School choral program, who has truly done it all. Khalil has participated in concert choir all 4 years, harmonics for 2 years, chamber singers for a year, and the spring musical for the 2 years. Additionally, he was accepted into the Southeastern Massachusetts Senior Chorus for 3 years, the Massachusetts All-State Chorus for 2 years, and this year performed in the 2022 American Choral Directors Association Eastern Regional Honor Choir. His impressive resume skills speak for themselves. However, Khalil is as kind as he is talented. He is a leader both on and off stage and serves as a role model to his peers. Khalil's profound passion for music permeates through every performance. He has the ability to captivate an audience with his joy and light. It has been a privilege to watch Khalil develop into the fine young man he is today. He has grown tremendously as a performer and a person, and Howard University is lucky to have him in the fall. Congratulations to Khalil. I didn't have the luxury and pleasure of having those two as students, but Mr. Cardell and Mr. Cunningham speak passionately about these students. They have spent their lives at the high school on the stage, and they are forever indebted to the light that these students share with all of you. I now present to you, presenting the Art Award, Ms. Sarah Richard.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to present the Pasquale Morano Art Award to two very deserving young students today. I would like to start with Andrew Bowen. I don't think he's here. Andrew is an outstanding artist and an outstanding young man. He is kind, thoughtful, and generous, and we've had the pleasure to watch him grow as an artist over the last 4 years. Andrew has excelled in many art classes, including illustration, drawing, painting, digital art, and he has been in AP Art his junior and senior year. He has created an extensive body of illustrative work that visually communicates emotion. He pushes the boundaries to develop his skills and his concept. He has been a large part of the art studio here at Brockton High. He provides his peers with thoughtful feedback. He sparks artistic conversation and creates a community of artists that learn from each other as well as their teachers. Andrew has had work exhibited and celebrated throughout the city in Art Smart and the Harbor One Art Show. In the Harbor One Art Show this year, he won first place for illustration. We're truly going to miss Andrew, but we know he's prepared to enter the next level of the art world at Mass College of Art this fall. So congratulations, Andrew. The next recipient of the Pasquale Morano Art Award is Elise Watt. If she could join me up here. You've heard a lot about Elise already today, and she's just a very, very special young lady. She has taken advantage of all aspects of our art department. She came in as a freshman, and I remember seeing her in a photo class, and she just blew through the whole department. I don't have words for it. She took every art class. She bonded with every single teacher that we have here. She did drawing, painting, photography, ceramics, just on and on, the amount of work she was producing. So her junior year, she joined the International Baccalaureate Art course. And in this, she was able to integrate all of those skills and use all of those mediums. And she's created an unbelievable work of art, body of work, that shows all those skills. She is a young artist with a unique voice, a mature perspective, and advocates for change through her artwork. Elise has been recognized local, state, and regional levels for various artistic achievements, including the Scholastic Art Awards, UMass Dartmouth Emerging Young Artist, Art Smart, and the Harbor One Art Show. This year, Elise was awarded Best in Show for her body of work at the Harbor One Art Show. That's unprecedented. We don't have that award. The judges were like, we need to award this Best in Show. They created their own category for her, if that describes Elise at all. We are certain Elise is going to go far and fulfill her dreams and continue to communicate and advocate using her artistic voice, no matter what she does. She's off to Colorado College, but first with a year abroad in Prague and Costa Rica, possibly. And I'm very jealous to go to Prague to study art. It's just going to be unbelievable. Elise is going to go very far, and we will hear lots from Elise. So congratulations. And next, I'd like to call up Anna Anise. I'm proud to present the Carol Thomas Theater Choice Award to Anna Anise. Anna is a 4-year drama club student who has excelled on the stage and as a student director. Anna starred in various performances, including Rumors, The Big 11, and On with the Show, our outdoor musical, right here on the steps of the Fine Arts Building last spring. Most notably, she starred as Dolly Levi in this year's musical Hello, Dolly, a role that she commanded, bringing audiences to their feet. The best Dolly we've ever had, if I do say so myself. She has been awarded honorable mention from the Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild for her monologue work. Next year, Anna plans to pursue theater education at Salve Regina University in Newport, Rhode Island. With pride, I present the Carol Thomas Theater Choice Award to Anna Anise. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Sean Desmond, the Coordinator of Vocational and Career Department.
It's a little low. Good morning. Good morning. We're the last ones, and then we're done, so that's exciting. So I'm Sean Desmond. I'm the coordinator of vocational and career education. So our department, we have a lot of awards because we have a lot of programs. And we really focus on career and technical education, which a lot of the recipients in here have gone through a lot of our programs. But they're 4-year or 2-year technical training programs. So the first 3 awards are 4-year programs that our students go through, and the last 2 awards are 2-year programs that our students go through. So I'm going to get started with the Automotive Technology Award, and I'd like Corey Major to come on up and join me. So Mr. Cabral, our automotive instructor, describes Corey as a dependable and teachable technician. Corey is attentive, ambitious, and determined. Something that sets Corey apart is that he is always looking for ways to keep busy. Last week, Corey was part of our student panel. We had the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education came to discuss our Chapter 74 programs, and Corey was a representative for our automotive program. His responses were honest, they were thoughtful, and they're definitely going to help us enhance our automotive program we have here at the high school. I asked Corey the other day what he would say to incoming underclassmen. He just looked at me and smiled and wanted me to say that Mr. Cabral is awesome, and he said, and you can quote me on that. So he wanted to give a shout out to his teacher. He also said, in more serious to younger students, he wanted to say, learn it while you can and don't take anything for granted. So next year, Corey's planning to attend Mass Bay Community College to participate in their auto program and seek a position at Sullivan Tire to be an auto tech. So congratulations, Corey. Thank you, sir. Next up for our construction award, we have Joao dos Santos. Don't know if Joao's here. So I'll read what I have about Joao. So for the past 4 years in construction, Joao has been quiet yet attentive. We had some 8th grade tours come up and see all of our programs here, and I would always say to Joao, hey, do you want to say something to the students? He would just look at me, smile, as if to say, I'm not saying anything to these kids. And you know what? He didn't. He wouldn't say anything. So he's very quiet, but one of the nicest kids you could ever meet. In construction, he is consistently a model for his peers, makes an effort to complete all assignments and projects to the best of his ability. Mr. Galtz, one of our construction teachers, described Joao as having a definite passion for the skill of carpentry and the field of construction. Next year, Joao plans on pursuing a career in the construction trades. So congratulations to Joao. Our next award is our award in graphic communications. So I'd like Tram Lamb to come and join me. Ms. Wynn, our graphics teacher, describes Tram as an exemplary student who has demonstrated a commitment to her craft, education, and self-improvement. She's a pleasure to have in class, always using her time productively, participating, collaborating, and embracing constructive feedback with grace. Tram has been invested in the graphics program in various facets. She's a VCE ambassador, an active participant in our graphics advisory committee, works with middle school students during the summer through our vocational and career exploratory program, and is always eager to talk about her graphics work. Next year, Tram plans to take her talents to mass art and major in communication design. Tram says that her favorite thing about the graphics program is about being creative, looking at things differently, and having a new perspective on things. She wants to advise upcoming students to always have an open mind and try new things, even when they don't want to. After completing her degree at Mass Art, Tram wants to travel the world and be inspired to create new things. Tram, we wish you nothing but the best at Mass Art and beyond, so congratulations. So those are our 4-year technical programs. Next, we have our 2-year programs, and I actually invited our teachers to come speak about their students. So for our culinary award, I'd like Melissa McLaughlin, who's one of our culinary instructors, to speak about our recipient. If Christian Silva is here, if he could come join us.
I didn't see him.
So Christian was one of 2 students in my hospitality class who, when we transitioned from remote to in-person, came back. So I had only interacted with Christian through remote learning, which is very difficult when you talk about teaching restaurant management and culinary arts. He had never stepped foot in the kitchen, and he quickly became very acclimated to the policies and procedures of the kitchen. With his help, we were able to get the kitchen back up and running, and most days when we were either serving or running the bake sale, Christian wouldn't take lunch. We'd usually do a quick family lunch. I'd make something real quick for everybody, right maybe 10, 15 minutes before we start. The 2 students I had would eat, and then they'd go off and they'd stay so that we could keep everything running. When we came back this year, Christian was definitely a leader. He was the only senior I had that had any experience. He quickly took on his role in the classroom, and he helped to train the new students. Christian is known by both students and the customers as a friendly and helpful addition to our program. I'd always, when I needed something from the kitchen, I'd always send Christian because his friendly smile could get anything out of the cafeteria ladies that I might need. Christian has worked for over a year at Fiestas in Bridgewater, and he's a wonderful addition to their staff. Christian will continue his education at Massasoit Community College in the fall, and I thank Christian for all that he's done to help us over 2 years.
And last, for our Health Assisting Award, I have Renee Leahy, and Carolyn Claiborne, 2 of our health assisting instructors, to come speak about our recipient.
Good morning. So it's always really difficult to choose a student for this particular award, and this year we chose Kylie Braham Rivera. A couple of days ago, we gave superlatives to our seniors in the nursing program, and Kylie was awarded Most Wanted at the Bedside when you're sick. This describes Kylie in a nutshell, because who do you want at the bedside? Someone who is compassionate, friendly, trustworthy, and certainly skilled. Sure, she has all these too, but whatever. Basically, she has everything that a healthcare provider really should have. And lucky for her future patients, Kylie was accepted into the nursing program at Regis College and will be attending there in the fall. I know you're too humble to realize just how amazing you are, but you are truly exceptional. And Ms. Claiborne and I will miss you terribly. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, and I'll turn it back over to Ms. Burns.
Thank you, everybody, and congratulations to all these incredible students. If you look around the lobby here, you're going to see some photos of Brockton High students. This is a project that we've been working on all year. The theme of it is Every Smile Tells a Story, and what's your story? So thank you to all of the teachers and the department heads and the students for sharing your incredible stories with us, because they are inspiring. I want to close out the program today by welcoming up the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Michael Thomas, to offer his congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Ms. Burns. I appreciate it. So if you look, I'm glad I'm last, so if you look at the big screen to my left, I'm actually going to do a PowerPoint presentation of an array of pictures for my 4 years I spent here at Brockton High. So I'm glad I have the extra time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't put you through that torture. I'll go quickly so I know we're at the end. First, I can't say enough, and I can't thank these seniors enough from the bottom of my heart for what you did for Brockton High School this year. People know struggles at the beginning of the year that we had, and for most of the first half of the year. And if it wasn't for our seniors, with the hard work of our administrators and our teachers, I don't know if the year would have been turned around like it has been. Seniors, what you did for your fellow students by leading by example, working with some of our difficult freshmen, and other students, I can't say enough. It's simply amazing for what you did for the climate and culture of the school, working together with your teachers and staff. So please give yourself a round of applause, because we can put a lot of things in place, like people that secure the doors and security cameras and walkie-talkies and metal detectors, and those things can go in place, obviously, to help keep a school safe. Nothing keeps a school safe than relationships, more than relationships, and great students that really care about each other, care about themselves, their families, and the staff. And that goes for the staff as well. So again, thank you so much for what you've done for Brockton High School. And finally, just again, thank you for all you do, for the great work you did with academics, music, the arts, career and tech ed. And again, thank you to all the teachers, administrators, and all the support staff, all the work you did with these fine students. And I have 3 teenage daughters, and I pray that they end up like you. I'm very proud of all of you. So thank you so much for having me here. I also want to say that the mayor couldn't be here. He had a prior engagement, but he wanted to send his congratulations. I also want to welcome Tim Sullivan, the school committee man from Ward 7, who's been always so supportive of all the extra programs we do for students. So I want to thank Mr. Sullivan, the rest of the school committee. And if you leave me your email, I can send you that picture, that PowerPoint at a later time. So thank you all. I appreciate it.